We've all heard the expression that there is strength in numbers. It seems to trace its origin perhaps to the practice that the Persians had in honoring men who had the most children, the most sons, that is, because that way they could grow up to be warriors in their army. The Golden State Warriors actually have made that kind of their motto and even copyrighted it so that no one can infringe upon it and it would be exclusively theirs. In the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 4, we read something about, yes, indeed, there is strength, there is significance, there is power in numbers. In fact, in chapter 4, we begin reading in verse 8 that says, two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their toil. And if they fall, one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him who is alone when he falls and has not another to lift him up. Again, if two lie together, they will keep warm, but how can one keep warm alone? And though a man might prevail against one who is alone, two will withstand him. A threefold cord is not quickly broken. And as you look at this text, it's in direct contrast to the verses that were just previous to it, where it talked about one man and the things that one man did, and how it's much better if there are two, because two are better than one, because there's strength in numbers. As we make some spiritual applications and takeaways from this text, we have to understand that when it says that if one person falls, someone else can pick him up, think about that spiritually. If you fall spiritually alone and you have no encouragement and no one to pick you back up and encourage you to be faithful, how difficult that is. But when you have another person who will help you and encourage you, how great that is. It talks about that, when two lie together, there'll be warmth versus when one is alone. Well, think about the warmth of Christian fellowship. Think about how that, yes, indeed, there is something great in encouragement when there's someone else to share the cold with you, and how much better that is. And then the text ends by making another application and saying that a threefold cord is not swiftly broken or quickly broken, because we have to understand that when it's two men together, two people together, two humans together, there must be a third person. There must be a third strand in that string, a third strand in that cord, and that's God. And He is indeed the one who is the greatest spiritual application. And He is the one that even when we seem like we or feel like we are alone, yes, indeed, we still always have God.